So right here we have the VitaCup Genius Coffee. I figured we'd brew some of this up with you guys and see what it tastes like, do a full-on taste test. This company did send this to me so that I could show you guys kind of what this tastes like, what it smells like, how it looks whenever it's brewed. But I am kind of a keto guy, and so this one has all the keto goodness, which we're going to go through. Ooh, that's got a nice smell to it. Like I want to say, it's got like a hint of earthiness to it, but it also like I want to call it a sweet, but it's not sweet. Let me go ahead and get some of this brewing right on up in here. We'll just do 1 cup in my 1 cup maker. And so this one, since it's like a keto-friendly one, it's got the MCT oil in there already. It says MCT oil. I'm assuming that it's an MCT more like a powder type of thing because you can't really put like an oil into something dry like this. So I'm assuming that that's how it goes. We'll go through the ingredients in a minute. They also have some turmeric in here as well. And then some, it just says vitamins on the front here. So we'll have to get into the vitamins as well. This is a medium dark roast. So it claims it has a full body flavor with cinnamon notes and a smooth finish. So I'm curious to know what that cinnamon's gonna taste like. You get 11 ounces in the bag right here. Let's see, what kind of vitamins we have? Vitamin D3, potassium, thiamine, vitamin B6, folate, and vitamin B12, and pantheoinic acid, which I think is another B vitamin if I'm not mistaken. You get 31 servings per container, and that's on about a serving size of 1.5 tablespoons. So it kind of depends on how much you're going to use out of the bag every time. So our ingredients is the coffee, of course. That's the main ingredient. And then you have medium chain triglyceride, the MCT oil. Okay, it's interesting. It doesn't say powder in there, so I don't know if they've like mixed it in somehow and then dried it out. That's very interesting. I don't know how they've done that. There's cinnamon, turmeric, resveratrol, pantothenic acid, which is vitamin B5. Okay, so it's all the vitamins, the D3, the B6, the B1, the B12, and the B9. So you basically get all your B vitamins in here, plus some extra little tasty things in there, like the cinnamon and the turmeric and whatnot. So that's going to be very interesting. This is manufactured for and distributed by VitaCup out of California. Let's see, the MCT oil is a keto-friendly form of saturated fatty acid with energizing brain benefit. Okay, turmeric and cinnamon, vitamin D3 and B. Okay, they give you like a little how to brew thing right there, which we kind of already got that figured out right here. By the way, I just use this, I don't know what the size of this thing is, but it's just my coffee scoop right there. So I'm assuming it's somewhere around 1.5 tablespoons or so. That looks like everything that it's 100% Arabica beans or Arabica. I don't know how to say that. I never knew how to say that. Custom crafted by our expert roast makers and registered dietitian. Batch roasted with ground fresh. This rich and full-bodied brew will wow you with a subtle hint of cinnamon and wake up the mind and senses. Okay, I've got to say, I'm kind of excited to taste this now because, like I said, I'm a keto guy. I like doing that. And then you get all the B vitamins and whatnot, but then that hint of the cinnamon and the turmeric seems like it's going to be really nice. Oh yeah, I can smell that cinnamon in there. I believe it's the cinnamon. It could be the turmeric, but you can definitely smell it. Check out the color of that right there. That is a beautiful cup of coffee right there. Very hot. Let me see. I like to put a little rag underneath this thing because it doesn't have a drip tray that collects. So I'm just going to move that on over. That looks like a beautiful cup of coffee. Oh yeah, you can smell that turmeric and that cinnamon just slightly coming through. So I'm noticing on the top right here, for the MCT oil, it's almost like you can usually tell the oil's in there because there's like a skim on the top of it because the oil and the water don't mix. And I can definitely see some in here, but it's making me curious to know how much MCT oil is actually in there, because whenever I make my coffee, I usually kind of squirt some into there and then I blend it up just to give it, the bubbles and whatnot. But it doesn't say on here, at least I guess you can look at saturated fat. So you have 0.5 grams of saturated fat. So it kind of gives you an idea of how much MCT oil is actually in this stuff right here. But let's go ahead and give this a taste and see what we got. Sorry, it's super hot. Give me just a second. Man, that cinnamon, it's like invigorating me. Like it says, it's gonna entice the senses. All right, here we go. Ooh, that's nice. So for a while, I would take some. It wasn't cinnamon, but it was like a allspice type of blend that my wife had, and I'd add it to my coffee, and that's exactly what it reminds me of. This is probably not as strong as what I would do in there, because I'd give it a bigger sprinkle. Oh yeah. But that is nice. That is a great cup of coffee right there. It's not very strong as far as like the bitters and whatnot. And I think that's kind of taken down because of the cinnamon and the turmeric that's added in there. And possibly the MCT oil might be helping to keep those down. But that is a nice cup of coffee. And what's interesting too is that, you know, if you usually take a B vitamin type of thing, you can really taste those B vitamins in there. But with this, you do not taste it. And again, I think it's because of the cinnamon and the turmeric that's in there. I'm really getting that nice kick of that coming from there. If y'all are looking for an excellent cup of coffee that has that nice blend of the cinnamon and the turmeric in there, and you like a medium dark roast, definitely go and check out VitaCup right here. This stuff is good. Thank y'all for watching, and Dad out.